Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach?
Well,
and what set the good ones apart?
My coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys.
Thanks, homie.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Beautiful and vibrant Atlanta, Georgia, the capital of Georgia, and our location tonight. We're broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take the hardwood here at the Phillips Arena. The Knicks will end their road trip here before heading back to New York. So Atlanta will get the first visit. Checked in for Splitter. And then for New York, Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak in at shooting guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot. From the arc, Sloan, that's good. Sloan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And looking now at the numbers for Sefolosha, his last 10 games, he's averaging 3 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
And with him, I think it's a matter of focus, avoiding distractions on the court, off the court. Becoming a pro is what it's about.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Smith checked in for the Knicks. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now, here's Millsap. He had 25 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And he also controlled the backcourt as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
The Knicks leading by 6. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Freak after the made shot from Jeff Teague. It's stolen by Teague. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Anthony after the basket by Atlanta. Jeff Teague with the rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now here's Freak. Teague covering. Here's Freak. Count it from 12. And the Knicks lead by 6. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted. It can be intimidating, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve, but eventually things smooth out. Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
For the Hawks, Scotty's checked in for Cephalosha. Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Derek Williams checked in for New York. Barbosa comes in for Donald Sloan. Now here is Barbosa. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock at 6. Freak passes to Porzingis. Williams for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And Muscala puts it over to Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. There's the 3. And that one's good.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
New York's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Freak passes to Porzingis. Millsap with the steal. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And that misses. That would have put him up.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Freak hits from the high post. Freak's got his second basket of the night. Here's Schroeder. He He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. There's the feed to Muscala. Takes a 3. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
For New York, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he makes the first. And the Hawks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Schroeder passes to Scott. Good. Scott's got his first 2 points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here is Smith. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Down low. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Smith. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And it's Freak missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Holiday dishes to Hardaway. And that one's good. Schroeder.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Freak with it. He's guarded by Schroeder. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Barbosa passes to Porzingis. New York moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. New York, no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Muscala hits the bucket. Muscala's got 5.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Porzingis. Can't cash in from close range.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And a good game. And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA.
You know, coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing what this league was about. And I went through so many stages. I've grown tremendously over my career.
You kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career.
You know, that's a great point there, Kevin. I mean, like he says, he really has grown tremendously as a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit to our game.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Splitter is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Scott can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Outside Anthony. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
There's a screen. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Anthony kicks to Freak. The dish now to O'Quinn. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Outside, Scott. Schroeder passes to Holiday. He feeds it to Hardaway. Outside, Scott. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. And Holiday kicks to Hardaway. Here's Splitter. Got it. Good job in the low post. Splitter's got his second bucket of the night.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Anthony on the wing. Freak sets a screen for Anthony. Out to the right wing. O'Quinn dishes to Anthony. The shot. Rebounded by the Hawks. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in the opponent's building. And there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way
Different look here. Mike Muscala is checked in for Splitter. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Hardaway's checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. Outside Teague. Fires the 3. Rebound by Smith.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game. He ended with 13 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Now here is Hardaway. Not a lot of room. Passes it to Muscala. To the wing right side. Here's Schroeder. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And 1:01 left in the first half. Here's Smith. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Teague, here we go. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Teague's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Freak passes to Porzingis.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For New York, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Jeff Teague. Here's Schroeder. Shot is off, and New York will come the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Now Schroeder. Holiday. And that's not going to go. And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. New York ahead, ending the second quarter on a 14-4 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what allowed you to function so well offensively?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball. We come together as a team. We're doing that, and we're just trying to take it one day at a time. That's it.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys. And Atlanta making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Splinter. Hardaway comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. And then for New York, Robin Lopez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Smith comes in for Porzingis. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak in a 2-guard. Smith out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That one is no good. The Knicks leading by 10. Dishes it to Freak. To the paint. Out to Anthony. Back to Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Racking up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. Paul Millsap 4th.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yet, no matter how much attention they're getting, they're still going to get their points. I mean, opponents just have to keep fresh legs out there and try to limit the damage and make them work for whatever points they do get.
A nice shot by Teague. And here are the Knicks now. They led the game at one point by 20. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Feeds it to Sloan. The three. Scott pulls it in.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And looking here at some numbers for Smith, really been a key contributor over the past month. Averaging 9 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Mike Muscala comes in for Paul Millsap. And Justin Holiday is subbed in for Jeff Teague. The Knicks also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Barbosa in for Donald Sloan. Here's Schroeder. Lopez with the block. And a fast break now for New York. Pass to Freak. Wing shot on the way. Off the iron that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He dishes it to Lopez. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Schroeder. Lopez kicks to Freak. New York moving it around. 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Splitters checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 13. Outside Holiday. There's the pass to Schroeder. Splitter sets a screen. Schroeder kicks to Scott. That's short off the rim.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Kicks it to Splitter. Pass to Schroeder. Splitter sets a screen for the three. That's good. Schroeder's got 7.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time. And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Hardaway dishes to Schroeder. There's the pick. The shot by Holiday. Nobody around. No good on the triple. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Smith with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. 14 points for him.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Holiday, the pass to Scott. Here's Schroeder. And he uses the glass on the layup. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half. A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. 3rd in three-point shooting, 7th in scoring. And then the top half of the league in getting high percentage shots as well. Not too shabby.
And it's their ranking and the three-point percentage that really catches my eye. A team stocked with some real sharpshooters. And when you can stroke it like that, the green light doesn't get any brighter.
Outside Williams. Lopez a screen. Freak kicks to Lopez. Atlanta with the rebound. 1:46 left in the third. Schroeder passes to Splitter. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Freak dishes to Smith. He kicks to Williams. With some arc, And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more. 1:43 left in the fourth. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague. Then it's Splitter. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Holiday in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Right side Hardaway. No good. And New York will come the other way.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
Guys, depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Sloan. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Smith just having a fantastic game. He has 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Muscala, he's checked in for Splitter. Jerebko comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Vaughn in for Dennis Schroeder.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And that whistle got a huge response from this crowd, and it was not a positive one.
No, it wasn't. They were actually in absolute disbelief were the fans when that call was made.
Teague kicks to Muscala. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Good on the second free throw. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Freak with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
He made a big impact with his three-point shooting. 12. That's right. 12 of his points came from beyond the arc. He really allowed them to stretch out the defense and open up the floor for driving lanes as well.
He was up over about, let me check my stats here, over 50%. That right there, Ernie, that's rock solid. No matter how the defense came at him, he was ready for it, and it didn't even mess with the shot. It was a smooth touch. He had it going tonight, fellas.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.